Well, my friends, it's the fourth day. We're going halfway through this poem now, and we turn our attention to Genesis chapter 1, verses 14 through 19. Hear the word of the Lord. And God said, "Let there be lights in the dome of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. And let them be lights in the dome of the sky to give light upon the earth." And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. God set them up in the dome of the sky to give light upon the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. I know that one of my family's surnames is Lund, and it comes from lunar, so maybe there's some sort of weird, strange DNA ancestry about my love for the moon. Or maybe I'm just a human being. I'm an earthling, and all of us earthlings have peered back at the moon, and it hasn't hurt our eyes to see, but I love it. And on this most glorious day of reading, we get to reflect on two things that give us great life. The moon has its pull and sway on our world. It affects the seasons, and it affects the tides, and then there's the sun, and of course, the way we encounter the sun changes with the seasons, and it changes with the time of the year, and it says things to us. If we just remove clocks, the sun has its own way of keeping our time, and it is something that by necessity gives life. But when we read it with this critical, scientific, and I would say fundamentalist view, we go, well, this is illogical. The day one, there is light and dark created. How can that exist without sun and moon? That doesn't make any sense. And then how can vegetation the day before be created without the sun? Photosynthesis takes place, and we need photosynthesis for the life of vegetation to grow. And this is it's contradictory, and it's illogical. And I stop and go, wait. Remember what we're reading. We're not reading this scientific account. We're reading a piece of worship, a piece of liturgy, a poem about the beauty and splendor of the world, and about the goodness of the world, and the goodness of creatures, and the God that stands behind it, and the reason for being, I would suggest. Here we have it. Light and sun and moon come on the fourth day. Now, supposing that it's true that all this was penned in the ancient Near East under exile, under adverse conditions, that's led some thinkers, Pope Benedict XVI, Joseph Ratzinger, and others to remind people that there were cultures that worship sun and worship moon. And think about that for a moment. If you're amongst those cultures and you're hearing that as a child, you might even be swayed to start worshiping sun and moon, but your mom and your dad, your rabbis, your teachers, they pull you aside and remind you of their story, your story, your myth, your creation narrative and truth. Somehow, the moon and sun are subservient to ultimate light, subservient to ultimate giver of. So it reorders the divinities. Perhaps that's why it comes on the fourth day. But the point is that they were wonderfully put into place, spoken by divine fiat, a part of the reasonability of God that is reasonable within creation, that the days may be ordered, that the nights may be ordered, that the seasons could be counted, that life could manifest and grow and multiply. And when God sits back and looks at this work, like you and me, God can say, and it was good, very, very good.